Class today, Helly. Welcome to the live class. Okay. So 2 days back, I think day before yesterday, we started this 3.2, that is caste system. In that, we completed the Varna and caste differences and the characteristics of the caste system. These are the two topics we have completed, right? Structure and characteristics we have completed. Caste system in India, structure and characteristics, and Varna and caste differences. Okay. So now we have to discuss theories of origin of caste system. Okay, let us see that. Theory is explaining the origin of caste system. But before that, there is one interesting question, kind of out of syllabus. Let us discuss that. Why is Varna a reference category? Because based on Varna, you don't have reservations. Based on Varna, you are not going to get any scholarships. And Varna, you can change occupation also. Occupation choice is also there. So it means it's not a very serious group. Naam ke vaste, kuch naam to hai. So that was like that, not a very rigid grouping. Whereas caste, it is a functional group. Occupations based on that, reservations based on that, marriages based on that. So presently, it is not a difference group, more serious group. Naam ke vaste nahi. Okay, seriousness hai isme, like that. Okay. So, like as per the syllabus, like the next topic we have to discuss is the theories explaining the origin of caste system. But there was one interesting topic. Let us see that. Read this question once. This is out of syllabus, totally unexpected, but interesting question. Let us see that. Discuss the view that caste is not social stratification, but a system of hierarchy. So this was given in 2018. Shall we discuss that question first? Discuss the view that caste is not social stratification, because in general we think that it is social stratification only, right? Okay. Normally, do we consider caste as a system of stratification or not? Yes, please respond. Because we have seen two types of things, that is a segmentary means like this. This is segmentary, I told you. Okay. And like this is a stratification we have seen. Okay. So we normally refer to castes as strata because the castes are one above the other. They are all not equal. Some castes are dominating the other castes. So we consider castes as strata and the caste system as stratification. Normally we think like that. And in UPSC also, there were questions given referring to the caste system as a system of stratification. Did you understand? Before that and after that, in UPSC, they have given some questions in which they referred caste system as a stratification. Just like we have seen that race concept. Do you remember? One question asking you to write about race. Okay, like how the races are biologically different. In another question, they asked it is a myth support. In another question, they are asking you, tell me whether it is myth or fact. Okay, myth or fact, like that. Here also, in some questions, they referred to the caste system as stratification. Not only UPSC, many standard textbooks have described caste system as a stratification, and this is the word that we used till now. Don't worry, that is not wrong. That is correct only. Caste is a stratification only, but this is a special question. Okay, let us see that. Discuss the view that caste is not a stratification, but a system of hierarchy. It was a 15 marks question, means choice. So, if you cannot write this answer, okay, this is totally unexpected question. Like in that year, even if the students attempted also, they must have written something related to that. I'm sure like almost nobody could have written the correct answer for it. But how to deal with that? Okay. As I told you, only 10%, even in a difficult year, most difficult year, you will get 10% unexpected questions. In that also, at least some 8% will be from the choice questions. Only 1 or 2 questions will be there in the compulsory questions. Those you can try to write something and come, or you can leave and focus on the other answers to write them more, take more time to write better answers for the other questions. So that is how you have to take it. Okay. Yes, and one more thing, when an unexpected question comes, they don't expect a perfect answer from you. An intelligent attempt, okay, also will be impressive. So that is also there. Okay, then, okay, let us come to this particular question. In this question, there normally we think that caste is stratification, and it is, no doubt in that. But this is a different type of question. Caste is not stratification, they are saying, and they are saying a system of hierarchy. So what is this hierarchy? Okay, so let us see that. Remember the question, right? Yes. Okay, so you can like more like this is what like you just have to guess and write what it is. If such questions comes and you don't have a choice, you have to write it. You just have to guess something depending on the question, what you understand from the question. That is absolutely okay. D.C. Bhattacharya, in what way? Where? In some archaeology you can. But suddenly, why did you remember him? Like everything forms a hierarchy. Yes, you can. Okay, you can quote like that. Okay. Vertical stratification बोले तो vertical होता है. So if this is horizontal, that is called segmentary. Okay. हाँ प्रियंका, true. We are using the two terms synonymously, isn't it? Hierarchy, stratification, दोनों words को हम synonymously use करें normally, isn't it? That is normal usage. Okay. I'm keeping you in suspense, right? I'll tell you, this is really a special question. That question is given to confuse only. So if you don't get confused, he will be disappointed. So get confused, no problem. Okay. So, fine. Actually, there is this particular topic is not given in the syllabus. Okay, again, I'm doing like in the elimination round in some competition programs they will do, right? Okay, twist karke yahan, like wahan se leke. So this is one topic, approaches to study caste system. This is not there in the syllabus, right? This is not there in the syllabus. Okay, but still we study that. Why do we study that? Because there are 3 approaches in that. First approach, Indological approach, but not for that. We still study that topic. Why do we study that? The second approach is attributional approach. And yes, we study these approaches to study the caste system for this particular approach. Because in this approach, are you following? Is it stuck? No, right? Okay. So fine. Okay. Is it clear now? Okay, fine. Okay. So we are discussing that question, plus we are also discussing this topic. Is it clear? We are discussing that question, plus we are also discussing this topic, approaches to study caste system. In this, there are 3 approaches. So right now I am discussing this attributional approach. Okay. Then, so attributional approach studies about attributes of caste system. Simple. Attributional approach studies about attributes of caste system. What do you mean by attributes? Attributes means characteristics. Okay. So when you study the caste system, if you study the characteristics of the caste system, that kind of approach is known as attributional approach. Is it clear? We are discussing approaches to study caste system. Approaches to study caste system means how to study the caste system. One approach is attributional approach. It studies about attributes. Attributes means conditions or characteristics. Okay. Louis Dumont followed this approach in his analysis of caste system. Okay. Who followed this approach in analyzing the caste system? Louis Dumont. Okay. For him, that is for Louis Dumont, caste is a set of relationships of economic, political, and kinship systems, isn't it? Caste has economic aspect. How economic? Occupation. Political, okay, some castes have political power in the village, okay. Yes. Okay. See, approach means what? For example, you have to study a square. Are you studying it from this side, or are you studying it from this side, or you are studying it from this side? Okay. So, कहाँ से approach कर रहे हो इसको? Is it clear? What aspects you are studying? So that means approaches. There are different approaches to study that. So सेम लाइक दैट ओके. अब caste system को कहाँ से पढ़ रहे हो? ओके, you are studying what aspects of the caste system. Are you studying about its origin, or you are studying about the caste system as given in the Indian textbooks? Okay, actually, to minimize the suspense, like I directly went on to attributional approach, but to give you more clarity, I'm going back to the first approach first, indological approach. Okay, if I explain this, then you will understand. फिर से stuck. What is this? No, fine. Okay. And even if it is stuck, please don't go away. Wait, I want to continue today's class. Okay. So even if it is stuck, please don't go away. I will come back. Okay. Then, so fine. Indological approach means what? Okay. Indological approach explains the caste system in terms of origin, structure, and functions based on Hindu sacred textbooks. It means, okay, it will study the caste system based on how the caste is described in our Puranas. Is it clear? Indological approach studies the caste system based on how the caste system is described in Puranas. Okay, caste system, how it is described in Puranas, we study that. Then it is called indological approach. I repeat, indological approach explains caste system in terms of origin, structure, functions, but not based on observations. Okay, we do not study the origin, structure, functions, not based on logic, not on logic, not on observation. Okay, so is it clear till now? So we are not studying the origin of caste system based on the logic, not based on the logic, not based on the structure, okay, but only based on how it is given in the sacred textbooks. Is it clear? It explains caste system as a system of stratification. Indological approach explains caste system as a system of stratification. Let me check once. Seems like it's fine from my side. Okay. Let us see, but whatever it is, stay back. Okay. So. Okay. So fine. Okay, it explains caste system as a system of stratification, highlighting the importance of religious sanctions in molding the caste system. How religion, okay, molded means gave it a shape. How the religion designed the caste system. Is it clear? This is not studying the caste system based on the practical point of view. This is studying the caste system based on the religious aspects. How the religion shaped it. How the religion molded it. How the our sacred textbooks explained about it. Okay, understanding that. According to Indologists like Gure, caste system is an ascriptive system. Ascriptive system, like that comes by birth, based on endogamy. Of course, people should marry within the caste. And occupation. Every caste is having a specific occupation. Interdependence. All castes are dependent on each other because The people of each caste are involved in only one occupation, so they depend on the other caste for other occupations. Is it clear? Okay. For example, a dhobi washes the clothes. Okay, a nai cuts the hair. So they both are interdependent. Okay, he do not cut the hair and the other person do not wash the clothes. Because each caste people perform only one occupation, they are interdependent on each other, isn't it? One caste is not an independent unit, agreed? And purity pollution. Some castes are pure, some castes are polluted. And there is a hierarchy. So in this paragraph, did you notice that stratification and hierarchy are used as synonyms, isn't it? And in our normal usage, we use them like synonyms only. Is it clear? And is Indological approach clear for all of you? आप इसमें caste system को कहाँ से approach कर रहे हैं? We are approaching the caste system from the religious angle, our sacred textbooks angle, not based on what is practically observed, not based on logic, not based on observations. Okay? So Indological approach. So I hope approaches word is clear and Indological approach clear. Okay? Then next one, attributional approach. Okay? Abhi religion ko chhod do. How the religion designed the caste system, chhod do. How the caste system is described in the textbooks, leave it. Observe it. Okay, we are in a society where we have caste system. Observe it. Observe the characteristics. If you study the characteristics of the caste system, studies about attributes or conditions or characteristics of the caste system, then it is known as attributional approach. I hope 3 terms. First of all, what do you mean by approaches? Second one, Indological approach. Why it is called Indological approach? Because Indian sacred textbooks. Okay. Next one, attributional approach. Why this is called attributional approach? Because we are studying the attributes. Attributes means what? Conditions or characteristics of the caste system. Is it clear? Okay, very good. Thank you. Now, Louis Dumont followed this approach in his analysis of caste system. According to Dumont, caste is a set of relationships of economic, political, and kinship systems. Because caste is economic because each caste has a specific occupation. Caste is political because some castes have political power, some castes do not have it. Is it clear? Okay, caste decides whether you have political power or not, traditional political power in the villages. Okay, and kinship also. Within the caste, we have gotras and all. Okay, sustained by certain values which are mostly religious in nature. Caste system is sustained by certain values. Most of these values are religious in nature. Like the people of lower caste believe that it is their karma that they are born in the lower caste. Is it clear? So they accept it. Otherwise, like the caste system would have eradicated long ago, centuries ago, or thousands of years ago. Is it clear? Okay. It continued only because the people of lower caste believe that they are destined to be in the lower caste. They are not eligible for the higher caste. Because of that belief only, the caste system was sustained for so long. Is it clear? So, attributional approach clear? So, Louis Dumont, attributional approach. Gure, Indological approach. Okay. Now, okay. Dumont is studying characteristics. So, now let us see. ये caste characteristics के बारे में Dumont ने क्या बोला? Okay. So, in his book, Homo Hierarchicus, actually this is here, we came into that question. That question was picked up from this book. So that was a special question. Is it clear? Okay. Louis Dumont in his book Homo Hierarchicus, the caste system and its implications. That is subtitle. This is the complete title of the book. Is it clear? Homo Hierarchicus, the caste system and its implications. What is caste system? इसका implications क्या है? Implications बोले तो consequences. Okay. So effect क्या है इसका? Okay. So in that book, Dumont explains upon his fieldwork on Piramalai Kallars of South India in 1949. Okay, Piramalai Kallars is one higher caste. Okay, in South India, he studied them in 1949. Based on that fieldwork, he wrote this book. Is it clear? Yes, clear till now? So the question was picked up from a quotation from this book. Okay. Dumont say that caste is not a form of stratification, but special form of inequality whose essence has to be deciphered by the sociologists. So in this book, he said that, okay, caste is not a form of stratification. It is a special form of inequality. Okay, then if you ask in what way it is a special form of inequality, then he said, okay, sociologists should decipher it, decode it, understand it. Is it clear? So caste stratification system ना ये एक special form of inequality है, okay, और ये कैसा special है, okay, sociologists should decipher that, decode that. So this is a quotation from the book Homo Hierarchicus. The question was framed based on this quotation. So can we continue? Clear? Then here, Dumont identifies hierarchy as the essential value underlying the caste system. Did you understand? Okay, so not a form of stratification, hierarchy as essential value, not a form of stratification, hierarchy as essential value. That is the question. Okay, he apologized caste system. Why? What mistake he did? Okay, why should he apologize? No, nothing like that. Okay, so he's saying that caste system is not a form of stratification, okay, but some special form of inequality whose essence is to be deciphered by a sociologist. And he said, okay, hierarchy is the essential value underlying the caste system. It is supported by Hinduism, okay, we know that. Can we move on? So it is from these two that question is made. Okay, now comes the question, okay, how did Dumont define hierarchy? ओके ड्यूमॉन्ट के मन में हायरार्की का मीनिंग क्या है ओके सो हाउ ड्यूमॉन्ट एक्सप्लेन्ड hierarchy, that is what we have to see. Okay, let me give the example for it. First thing, okay, first I'll tell you the simple one. If it is varna, okay, you have only one form of superiority, isn't it? Okay, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. So here it is only, okay, only one type of inequality. That is purity, isn't it? Only based on purity, right? Agreed? Okay, so he calls this as stratification. He calls Varna as stratification. Okay, then I'll give you one more example. Okay, higher class, okay, higher middle class, okay, poor people. Here also only one type of inequality, that is wealth. Is it clear? So here also, okay, in both the cases, okay, I'll put an arrow mark like this, okay. In Varna system and class system, there is only one type of inequality. Here it is purity and here it is wealth difference, isn't it? Only one type of difference. Here it is purity, here it is wealth. Okay, so both are stratifications. Varna is a stratification, class is a stratification. Okay, both are static. But if you take caste system, okay, Purushartha, so how only purity? But those differences in Purusharthas are only based on purity, right? Say for example, say for example, Artha, wealth, okay, is not applicable for Sudras. They cannot gain wealth. Why? Because they are slaves. Why they are slaves? Because they are impure. Same way, ashramas, they are not Brahmacharya ashram is not applicable for Sudras. Okay, ashramas also there is difference. But why? Because they are not supposed to read Vedas. But why? Because they are not pure. So point is purity only. So there is nothing more than that in that. Is it clear? So based on purity, the inequality is only based on religious purity. Is it clear? Still the question is not decoded, Himanshu. And here actually this is knowledge based question. This is not decoding based question. Because how much ever you decode, okay, Dumont ke man mein kya hai, wo kaisa decode kar sakte hum? Did you understand the point? So only those people who accidentally came across Dumont's book Homo Hierarchicus as a general reading could have written the correct answer for that. Did you get it? Only those people who have maybe accidentally or for some reason, if you have a book reading habit, probably general book reading habit, okay, you are reading whatever books that come across in front of you, okay, they happen to read this book, only those students can write the exactly correct answers. Other students could have written something based on what they guessed. They could have got good marks also. That is what I am saying. Whenever a new question comes, okay, your intelligent guess will be impressive. Is it clear? This is a specific question. This is not based on what we decode. Okay, so now listen here. Okay, this is please listen here. Why this is stratification? Because there is only one form of inequality. Okay, in Varna it is purity based. In class system it is wealth based, economy based. only one form of inequality. So he called it as stratification. But in caste system, you have, okay, multiple forms of inequality. For example, do you remember that higher caste, lower caste? Okay, this is based on purity. Okay, then that dominant caste and dependent caste, dominant caste and dependent caste. Okay, these two are based on, okay, education, economy, political power, okay, numerical power. So it means in the caste system, okay, there are multiple forms of inequality, isn't it? Okay, so in the caste system, there are multiple forms of inequality. Inequality in economy, inequality in political power, inequality in education, inequality in purity, multiple forms of inequality. So you cannot simply call it as a stratification. It is a special form of stratification called as, okay, hierarchy. So he called this, according to Dumont, it is not stratification. But normally same UPSC can give you a question like this. Describe caste system as a system of stratification. Possible. Did you understand? Okay. So according to Dumont, this is not stratification. I am not saying caste is not stratification. Dumont के book में ये stratification नहीं है बस. Dumont के मन में, Dumont के book में ये stratification नहीं है. Is it clear? So not stratification. More than that. Is it beyond stratification? What is that? Hierarchy. He called that as hierarchy. Okay. Is this point clear? Can we move on? Still, answer is not over. Answer is not over. Only one point I told you. There is one more point. Okay. And I remind you, we are discussing how Dumont explained hierarchy. Okay. What is hierarchy in Dumont's idea? Okay. Right. We have seen one aspect of it. There is one more aspect of it. Second aspect is, okay, I will number it. First aspect is multiple forms of inequality. Second aspect is ranking based on relation. Okay, one second. Ranking of elements. So here elements are what? Castes. Okay. So one element is equal to one caste. Ranking of elements based on their relationship with the whole. So here what is whole? The caste system, that is all the castes together. Okay. So is it clear? Ranking of elements. एक element को हम ranking दे रहे. On what basis we are giving ranking? Based on its relationship with the whole. Means if one caste is having a strong relationship with the whole, then it will get first rank. Is it clear? If one element, one caste is having a strong relationship with the whole, then it is first rank, better rank. So those elements which do not have much strong relationship with the whole, then they will be lower rank. Okay. So now let us see what does this mean. Okay. Element is caste here, Priyanka. Okay. What is the element here? Caste. Whole kya hai? All castes. The complete system of castes. Okay. One element is equal to one caste. The whole is equal to, okay, thousands of castes. That is caste system. Okay. Ranking of elements based on their relationship with the whole. So that is the second point. Okay. Entire caste system is the whole. That is what I have written. No? Okay. I have written, see how clearly I have written caste system is whole. Each castes are elements. Okay. Clear now? Going to explain, Saurabh. Okay. Aditi, make sure you want me to repeat this or aage bolu, because next point will explain this. Not completed. Okay, so I think if I proceed, you will understand. Okay, so what do you mean by relationship with the whole? Okay, let us come to that. What do you mean by relationship with the whole? That is your doubt, right? Okay, ranking based on relationship with the whole. Okay, okay, but what do you mean by this relationship with the whole? Okay, for that I'll give you one example. No, wait. Okay, no guessings, because this is what is there in Man Ki Baat hai ye. Okay, this is not decoding wala topic. Okay, so this is not like if you can guess it, you are intelligent. No, that is his viewpoint. Is it clear? How can we decode his viewpoint? If you can decode his viewpoint, how you become intelligent? So this is not an intelligent question. This is a specific question. Okay, so let us proceed. Okay, so let us try to move into that. Now I'm proceeding to explain what do you mean by relationship with the whole. Okay, you know about judge money system. Okay, in judge money system, and do one thing. In Indian anthropology only we have a judge money system also, and whatever I'm saying it here, I will not repeat it in judge money system again. So this almost covers judge money system. So there you will tell me. I will not tell you again. You will tell me there. Okay. So in judge money system, okay, there will be a judgment. The word judgment originated from the root word yajman, that is Lord, owner. He usually belongs to dominant caste. He usually belongs to dominant caste. Is that clear? Okay. So now he is in relation with, okay, so many castes like this. Okay, like say for example, Nai. Okay, so Nai means barber. Okay, barber. And Jajman means Yajman. Here opposite word, Yajman opposite word is, okay, Kameen. Actually we scold ki Kamine karke, right? So that word originated from this. So this is wrong to say like that. Okay, so that word originated from this. Okay, sometimes we like people scold with caste names also. Did you hear? People scold with caste names also. So it is equal to that. Is it clear? Okay, so judgment opposite word Kameen, and okay, the same reason, like some lower caste people, have you ever heard like scolding within SC/ST Atrocities Act? Even if you scold by his caste name also, actually unfortunately, okay, वो caste का नाम ही एक scolding word बन जाता है. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, the name itself will become a scolding word. Is it clear? Okay, unfortunately it is like that. Okay, so like that. Okay, opposite to Yajman कैसे बोले तो ये lord है वो slave है. Okay, so this is Yajman, he is working under him. Okay, so Kameen is working under him. Okay, and for this word Kameen, there is another word also, that is Arjan. Parjan. This is also synonym. Okay, sometimes in some sources they give like Yajman Parjan relation. Okay, Parjan means other man. Yajman, other man. Is it clear? Like Batman, Spider-Man. Okay, Yajman Parjan. Okay. So each caste is like that only. Like say for example here Dhobi. Same. He is also Kameen or Parjan. Did you understand? I don't have space. I'm just writing K or P. So please kindly cooperate. Okay. Same way like there is another caste Mali, gardener. Okay. He is also Kameen or Parjan. Okay. Then there is another caste Sonar, that is jewelry making. Okay. So again Kameen or Parjan. Okay. Or weaver. Okay. Like different, okay, castes. Did you understand? So what's more like weaver we have? Okay, so he is also one Kameen or Parjan. Okay, so like that. Okay, different castes. No, Sansi is a tribe, that is a denotified tribe, that is not caste. Okay, So you'll study that in criminal tribes concept, denotified tribes. Okay, so, and did you observe all these are not untouchables, isn't it? A barber cannot be untouchable, a dhobi cannot be untouchable, a mali cannot be untouchable, a sonar cannot be an untouchable. Okay, so weaver cannot, all these are not untouchables. They're all sudras. They are not untouchables, they are sudras. Okay, lohar also, yes, lohar also. Okay, Kameen or Persian. Okay, so Yajman at the center, Kameen or Persian at the the other aspects of it, right? Then now, if you observe, this judgment belongs to the dominant caste, right? And also he is landlord. Is it clear? Also he is landlord. He owns the land, agricultural land. He owns agricultural land. In addition to doing all these things, just now you joined the class. Najeesh, you joined the class just now. It was stuck. Okay, nothing, a servant, okay, who is helping them, cutting the hair, okay, washing the clothes, okay. Those castes are called as a Kameen or Persian. Opposite word for Yajman. Is it clear? Okay, now, and yes, Zamindar. Yajman is Zamindar, landlord. But of course, now the Zamindari system is not there. So that is the reason why the Judgmani system also, okay, kind of almost declined. We don't find the Judgmani system because Zamindari system abolished. So Judgmani system is dependent on Zamindari system because if he is a Zamindar, then only the system survives. Otherwise, the system does not survive. Okay, so Zamindar, Jagirdar, okay, different landlord. Okay, now, so here what they do is like the Kameen family will offer them services. Is it clear? In return, they will give them grains. Khana dete. Is it clear? Grains or goods. Mainly grains, goods. Is it clear? Okay, again, same thing here also. In this direction, please observe the arrow mark also. In this direction, grains. Okay, in the reverse direction, services. Okay, and again here also, in this direction, services. In this direction, grains. Okay, services, grains, services, grains, services, grains. Is it clear? Okay. So, Judgmani system, okay, Judgmani system is a system of exchanges. Is it clear? It is a system of exchanges. Okay, and is it like barter system? Not exactly. Okay, let me tell you that one also. Okay, barter versus Judgmani system. Let us see the differences. But of course, this is like barter only, no doubt. No doubt this is like barter system only, but not exactly barter system. There are some differences. Let me show you some differences. Okay, Judgmani system, barter system. So what are the differences? Let us see that. So barter system is only exchange of goods. Is it clear? Okay, and this is exchange of goods and services. For example, do you go into a supermarket and you will say, give me one Good Day biscuit packet, I will work in your shop for 5 minutes. No? Okay, so not services, right? Okay, so both are not the same. Barter system is good for good. Like you give me rice, I will give you cotton. For example, in my land, I am cultivating cotton. But मैं cotton को तो नहीं खा सकती. Okay, and in your land, you are cultivating rice, but you cannot wear the rice. So हम दोनों exchange कर लेते. So that is barter system. Okay, I cannot eat cotton, you cannot wear the rice, so क्या करें? Exchange करें. So that is barter system. Is it clear? Okay, yes. So, whereas Judgmani, this is exchange of goods and services plus. Okay, this is between two persons. This is between families. This is between families. It is a relationship between the families. Is it clear? How it is a relationship between the families? This is only temporary. This is long term, lifetime, generation after generation, not only lifetime, lifetime तो है, but not only lifetime, okay, इसे ज़्यादा, generation after generation. And by the way, I'm completing judge money system. Please note that I will not repeat all these points in the judge money system once again. Is it clear? We have judge money system. Okay. So generation after generation means what? For example, this Nai's son, this barber's son, will do the barber work for this landlord's son. This barber's grandson will work for this landlord's grandson. So the relation goes generation after generation. Is it clear? Okay, they feel indebted towards each other. They feel indebted towards each other. Okay, the coming families will feel indebted because they are providing food for them, and the judgment family also feels indebted because they are providing services to them. Yes, like Kattappa's family. Yes, like that. Okay, not applicable today means becoming weak. Okay, traces to hai, like if you have a rural background, you can find the traces of it. Okay, but not as it is. Some traces you can observe. Okay, so similar Jarvis. Okay, take it. So this is temporary because I give cotton, you give me rice. Story ended there. So my daughter will not come in between in the barter system. Is it clear? Okay, I gave you rice, you gave me cotton. Story ended there. Don't bring my daughter into the scene. Is it clear? But here, okay, generation after generation they come into the scene, and this is okay supported by caste system. Is it clear? This is supported by caste system. Okay, and continued, please. My space is over. Supported by caste system, caste councils, religion, okay, karma theory, all that. So, itna depth hai isme, okay. It means what barber is always barber. It's not that whatever cultivate I will give you, you give me whatever you cultivate kind of thing. Is it clear? In barter system, there is nothing like you should always give cotton only. I will always give rice only. No. Okay, whatever I have, I'll give you. Whatever I need, I will take from you. Is it clear? But here it is not like that. A barber is always a barber. A dhobi is always a dhobi. Is it clear? Okay. So, did you understand my point? Okay. So then, like if Adobe questions, why should always keep washing the clothes? Why can't I be zamindar sometimes? Why can't I be the owner sometimes? Then it is supported. You are born like that. You did some pap karma in the last life, so you are born like a shudra. Okay, religion will support that. Caste councils will support that. It means, like, say for example, okay, one person will rebel like that. If they question, why should I be a slave for you? Okay, then what happens? The judgment, this dominant caste person will launch a complaint in his caste council. Did you understand? He will launch a complaint in his caste council, so that, okay, no other family from his caste will take a servant from that family. Is it clear? Abandoned. Clear for all of you? Okay. Same way. Landlord's family and Cummings' family are interacting. They keep the family members also help, something like that. And he's a son. Son means family member only, na? Not neighbor. Okay. So, for example, this barber's son is working for his the landlord's son means what? It is family involved in that. So it's not like a person-to-person relationship. Is it clear? So this is relationship between the families, lifelong relationship, beyond lifelong, generation after generation. Is it clear? Supported by caste system, supported by caste council, separated by religion, karma theory. Okay. Then how caste councils, I'm explaining that. Let us suppose, okay, this particular barber became a rebel. This landlord did not like that. He launches a complaint in his caste council, so that they will take a decision that, okay, इनके family से, okay, कोई भी barber को नया appoint करना है. Is it clear? Block list. Same way. Let us suppose this man, he is sincerely working, but this man is not giving the grains, cheated, landlord cheated. Then, like, he will launch a complaint in his caste council. Is it clear? He will launch a complaint in his own Nai caste council may complaint. Okay, so that what happens? Nobody from his caste would work for this man. Okay, so this particular man, they don't work like that. So this is supported by caste councils. So One reason why the judge money system is becoming weak these days is zamindari system abolished, caste councils abolished, importance to karma theory reduced. You are getting factory made goods with fine finish are flooding the market. So you are not taking the services from these people. Is it clear? Okay, the coming families want money today. Are like these days, if you offer some 5 rupees to a beggar also, he will take. But okay, if you give some food, he is not taking. Did you notice? Okay, he is demanding, give me money. What I will do with your spoiled food? Isn't it? Okay, so same thing here also. They are not accepting the grains. You keep your grains. I want money. Okay, done. System broke. Okay, so the Persian families are not expecting grains. They want money so that they can purchase whatever they want. Is it clear? And the judgment also do not want the goods for them because, say, for example, you don't want a traditional shoe mender to mend the shoes for him because he want to purchase Nike company shoes. Did you understand my point? Is it clear? That is there. Bharti, see Bharti's message once. Okay, so that is the next reason why the judge money system is becoming weak, because they are getting white collar job opportunities. Okay, reservations are there. Modern education is, Vedic education was not applicable for them, but modern education is available for everybody and more available for Sudras, isn't it? Vedic education not available for Sudras, but modern education more available for Sudras due to reservation. So they are getting educated, they are getting placed in, see, okay, Dobi ho, Nai ho, Mali ho, Sonar ho, Lohar ho, okay, finally, software engineer to ho. Is it clear? Okay, so all are doing white collar jobs only. Is it clear? Okay, so it means this system is collapsing. So what are the reasons why the judge money system collapsed? Okay, the Persian families are expecting the returns in cash. Judgment families are expecting factory finished goods. Is it clear? And due to modern modern job opportunities, they are not continuing in the caste-based occupations. They are not continuing in the caste-based occupations. The zamindari system abolished. Importance to karma decreased. Plus what I said, the caste councils abolished. Okay, so and cash crops. Okay, see, for example, if the judgment is cultivating rice, wheat, jawar, bajra, he will give them. But if he is cultivating some cocoa, coffee, tea, okay, or some other turmeric, okay, or such cash crops, what he will give? Okay, so he cannot give the food to them, right, in exchange. So cultivation of cash crops. I told you some 7 reasons why the system is collapsing these days. Got my point? That's what. This is not based on richness. This is based on purity pollution. Okay, this is based on purity pollution. Richness is not the only criteria here. Is it clear? And also observe one point. I said this answer because somebody asked me, Sonar is a rich man, so why he will be in this rich? But how he will become rich? You need to give the services to somebody, right? Moreover, the traditional sonar is not like the like super fancy gold shops these days. Okay, gold, the judgment will purchase gold. He will make the ornament for him. Is it clear? He would only make the ornament for him. Of course, like better than, maybe better than, economically better than the other castes. Okay, but like that is also a service. Their occupation they have to do, right. Is it clear? So they have to do their occupation. So for that reason, they are in this system. Okay, so fine. So we have seen what is judge money system, what is its difference, what is the difference between barter and judge money. Okay, and like we have seen some 7-8 reasons why the judge money system is becoming weak. Modernization, urbanization, the Persian family is expecting the returns in cash, the judgment family is expecting the factory made nice finished goods. Okay, and caste councils abolished, zamindari system abolished, people are cultivating cash crops, not food grains. Okay, and modern education, modern occupations, so next generation will discontinue that. Okay, so due to these and introduction of cash economy, market exchange into the villages, some around 10 reasons we have seen. Is that enough? If you get a question on judge money system, can you write? Okay, we are of course discussing that question. I remember we are of course discussing the attributional approach of caste system, but in between we completed judge money system also. Okay, so very good. Okay, and remember this, going back to this. Okay, now tell me, and why I gave this example, because this is the example Dumont has given in his book Homo Hierarchicus, the caste system and its implications. Okay, So now I started this. Okay, फिर से stuck. Stuck or fine, decide. But even if it is stuck, once again I am telling, don't go away. I will continue at any cost. I will continue. Okay. If it is stuck, let us relax for 2 minutes. Then again we'll continue. Okay. Fine. Now let us see. Do you remember we are discussing like how Dumont is explaining the word hierarchy? So first one, okay. If you have multiple forms of inequality, it is not simple stratification. Say beyond. Is it clear? Okay, hatke. Then it is hierarchy, not stratification. Okay. If you have one form of inequality, simple stratification. More than that, okay. More than stratification, inequality. Special form of inequality, hierarchy. Okay. So second one, ranking of elements based on their relationship with the whole. So you asked me, what do you mean by that? Then I did not say that. And I went on to explain judge money system. Now let us see this. Okay. You tell me, now this dominant caste, okay, if I remove dominant caste from this system, सिर्फ, okay, इसको हम बाहर खींचे तो what happens to this system? So if I just remove the judgment out of the system, what will happen? Okay, it will stuck. Yes, you are correct. It will stuck. Is it okay now? Is it okay now? But you all gave the correct answer. You all gave the correct answer. If you remove judgment from this system, okay, we'll wait for some 2 minutes. I will join you back in 2 minutes. Is that okay? You're able to hear me? Okay, you're able to hear? Okay, fine. Okay, so now comes the last point. We have seen the second condition of hierarchy as ranking of elements based on the relationship with the whole. Then I asked you one question. This is complete judge money system. Is it clear? Look at here, all of you. This is a whole judge money system. Do you accept? Quickly, please, because it may stuck again. At least I want to complete this. This is the whole judge money system. Okay. And in this judgment, Nai, Dobi, Mali, Sonar, Weaver, Lohar, all these are elements. This is whole. Each one is an element. Is it clear? Now. So, now tell me, okay, from this whole judgment system, if I take out the dominant caste, the judgment caste, if I remove this element from the whole system, what happens to the judgment system? Collapse. So, the judgment is having a strong relationship with the whole, isn't it? Whole के साथ इसका relationship strong है. So the whole system depends on that. So first rank goes to him. First rank goes to him. Okay. Then next. Okay, for example, like from this, okay, from this system, if I remove this, of course the system will be affected, but it will not collapse. The total system will not collapse, isn't it? So each coming caste element is having a weaker relationship with the whole. So they get next rank, comparatively less important. So ranking based on relationship with the whole. Understood? This is the second criteria. Okay, so now story over. Okay, according to Dumont hierarchy. Okay, listen this because you have to tell me this again. Listen this, you have to reframe this point and you have to message me properly. Okay, so according to Dumont hierarchy means two things. First one, multiple forms of inequality. Second one, relationship of elements with the whole. That's it. These are the 2 points. So clear for all of you? Then in that case, can you message me back according to Dumont what is hierarchy? According to Dumont, what is hierarchy? Everybody please. Relationship of elements with the whole. No, Shagun, only one type of inequality hai to, that is called as stratification. Okay, Pura Ramayana sunke, you are asking who is Sita to Ram? Multiple forms of inequality and relationship of elements with the whole. Ranking based on relationship with whole. Actually, my internet is very fast. Like, I think should be some problem in this app only. My internet is working very fine. I just checked the Google and mail open karke dekhi hu. Okay. So seems like some issue with the app only. Okay, fine. So now at least let us complete that question. But anyhow, today's class is productive, whatever it is. Maybe there is disturbance, but the class is productive. Okay, is it fine now? Is it okay now? Not clear? Clear? Okay, if it is fine now, listen to this fast. At least let me complete this question. Okay, so fine, your answers are all correct. Okay, Dumont says that, okay, quickly listen please, complete focus. Dumont says that caste is not a stratification but a special form of inequality whose essence has to be deciphered by sociologists. Here Dumont identifies hierarchy as essential underlying the caste system supported by Hinduism. Okay, then Dumont starts with the Bougie's definition of caste and says that it divides the whole Indian society into larger number of hereditary groups distinguished from one another and connected together by 3 characteristics. Is it clear? Okay. Caste system divides whole Indian society into larger number because we have thousands of castes, isn't it? Larger number of hereditary groups because caste is hereditary, it comes by birth. Okay, you'll inherit the caste of your father. Distinguished from one another, each caste is different from the other. Okay, but connected together by some characteristics. That is, all the castes will have certain characteristics. One is separation on the basis of rules of the caste in matters of marriage and contact, isn't it? All castes are separated on the basis of rules of the caste in the matters of marriage and contact. That is, whom to marry, with whom we can contact. Do you remember this word commensality? Okay, so should mingle with whom we have to maintain untouchability. How many steps away? If it is a very low caste, more steps away, like that. Okay, all these things. Plus interdependent of work division of labor. All castes are interdependent, isn't? No caste is independent, isn't it? That is second principle. Okay, I mean, each caste is unique, but all castes have some common features. One is every caste is independent. Every caste will follow this rules of marriage and contact. Is it clear? Every caste is unique, but all castes have some common properties, distinguished from one another and connected together by three characteristics. First characteristic, separation based on marriage and contact. Second characteristic, interdependent. No caste is independent. Third one, okay, gradation of status or hierarchy, which ranks the groups as relatively superior or inferior to other. Every caste is either inferior or superior to the other. These are the common points among all the castes, isn't it? Every caste is unique, but three common points among all the castes. Okay, then Dumont explained that hierarchy is, it is here he is defining hierarchy, but we studied it already. We know that. Let us see what in his language. The principle by which the elements of a whole are ranked in relation to the whole. Understood? Inka language, ठीक है? Understood? Then Dumont later expands upon the idea of hierarchy and relationship to the whole in his example of judge money system. He explained the statement with the example of judge money system. We also did that. Over. Dumont describes judge money system as economics, but as a hereditary system of labor relationships of prestations and counter prestations. Prestation means what? Debt. Okay. This is counter debt. Okay, I am indebted to you, you are also indebted to me. Did you understand? Judgment is indebted to Kamin is indebted to judgment. That is prestations and counter prestations. Prestation is not any technical word, that is a normal English word to say indebted, and indebted in return. Is it clear? So is judge money system a system of prestations and counter prestations? Is judge money system a system of prestations and counter prestations? Yes. Okay. His analysis of caste system is based on a single principle of opposition of pure and impure. This opposition underlies the hierarchy, which means the superiority of the pure and inferiority of the impure. This principle also underlies the separation, which means the pure and impure must be kept separate. So one more characteristic Dumont observed in the caste system is pure and impure, and separation between pure and impure. That is, pure people must be kept separate, maintain distance from the impure. Is it clear? According to him, religious authority rests with the hand of the Brahmins, temporal authority in the hands of kings and judges. So, is this clear? Multiple forms of inequality. Is it clear? So, religion-wise, Brahmin top. Temporal authority-wise, Zamindar top. Often Zamindars are not Brahmins. Did you see this? Okay. Like the local dominant castes, temporal bole to land. Okay, temporal authority means authority on land. Power on land. Religious authority means religious purity. Who will have this religious authority? Higher caste, that is Brahmin. Who will have this temporal authority? Dominant caste. Okay, that is regionally, like it can be Lingayats, Khatri, Jat, Kamma, Reddy. Okay, dominant caste people. Is it stuck again? Fine now. And I will be happy if we can continue for just 5 more minutes, so that I just want to finalize this question. So after that, we'll stop it today. If it is fine, tell me, let us just complete it off. I will do that from my side. I'll discuss. Is it fine now? Fine now? Okay, fine. Let us quickly complete this. Okay, so religious authority is in higher caste. Religious authority, higher caste. No religious authority, lower caste. Temporal power, dominant caste. No temporal power, dependent caste. So you have multiple forms of inequality. The relation is not simply linear. So therefore, this is not stratification. Is it clear? Why this is not stratification? Because the relation is not simply linear, like one above the other. Multiple forms of inequality. Is it clear? Okay. So actually, with that question is over. So now tell me, can you write that question? Caste is not a system of stratification. It is a system of hierarchy. Is it clear? Can you write that? Okay. Last point is not a new point, something which I have been telling from last half an hour. The first point that I explained, whatever I have explained here, that is the point. Okay. In Varna system, it is linear. That is first Sudra, next Vaishya, next Kshatriya, next Brahmin. Linear. Linear means what? Ek queue pe ja rahe. Ek queue mein ek ke upar ek. Okay. So only one type of inequality. Then in the economy also, in the economic class also, below poverty line, poor people, lower middle class, higher class, ek ke upar ek linear relation hai. But in caste system, this is not linear because religious power, higher caste, no religious power, lower caste. Temporal power, dominant caste, no temporal power, dependent caste. So this is not a linear relation. This is a haphazard relation. So you cannot call it as a stratification. So that is what he is saying here. Is it clear? So, okay. So look at this. According to him, religious authority rests within the hands of Brahmins and temporal authority in the hands of kings and judges. Furthermore, the unit of village has intricate plural forms of authority, multiple forms of authority rather than simply linear. Therefore, caste is hierarchy, okay, but not stratification, according to Dumont. Clear for all of you? Any doubt left? So, okay, successfully we completed that question plus judgment system also plus, okay, some approaches, indological approaches to study the caste system. Indological approach we completed and attributional approach we completed. Okay. Yes. Okay. So तो हर्डल के आगे जीत है फिर से स्टक. ओके तो रेस्ट ले लो. It is enough for now. Okay, I don't want to continue with so many hurdles. Okay, I will surely ask. Okay, but like sometimes some problems will be there. Yes, class is over. It's not possible anymore, and I don't want to start something and stop it in between abruptly. Okay, so आज के लिए it's enough. It is productive. Like I dealt whatever I wanted, so no problem. We are going as per the planned pace. Yes, you can ask the doubts. Class is over. Those who don't have the doubts can leave. And don't feel bad. It's okay. We are going in a good pace. We completed good amount of content today. Okay. So go and happily read your other topics. Prelims preparation kar lo.